Hey guys, Scare Central here. Thank you for viewing this video. If you have a moment, please subscribe to the channel and like the various videos. This helps the channel grow. Enjoy the show. Story 1. It was my first day of middle school. Since elementary school was over, my mom allowed me to walk to school with my older brother, Eric. Eric had just turned 12 and I was 11. The first few days we went to school, our walks were uneventful. We live in a relatively quiet neighborhood. If you look up suburbia in a dictionary, chances are you would see a picture of my neighborhood. Things started to get strange when a white pickup truck started appearing here and there. At first, it wasn't too noticeable, but after seeing the same truck on our way to and from school on quite a few occasions, I started to think that something was a bit weird. It's important that I emphasize that we were at the age that we would think something was a bit odd, but we weren't mature enough to realize how dangerous a situation could be. Unfortunately, these events taught me about stranger danger. On one of our walks home in late September, the white pickup truck was parked in its usual spot. A man with big sunglasses and a large trucker hat was sticking his head out the window. He motioned with his hand for us to come over. Like I said, we were young and dumb, so we simply approached the truck. "Hey little guys, I have some nice candy in my back seat. If you guys come with me on a short trip, you can have all the candy you want." I was a bit hesitant to get in because the guy gave me the creeps. Eric, being the tough guy that he was, simply jumped right into the car. As soon as he sat down, and before I could protest, the man suddenly sped away. I sprinted home to tell my parents what had happened. They were obviously upset. The police asked me countless questions. Unfortunately, being 11 years old, I wasn't very helpful. This happened over 10 years ago. Eric was never found, and I grew up without my older brother. If you're listening, Eric, please, come home. Story 2. There was a carnival at the local high school. More than 500 people filled the parking lot of the school. Small rides were scattered throughout the parking lot. There were games and food stands every few feet. I was there with my dad. After riding a few rides and eating far too much cotton candy, my dad had to take a bathroom break. Since there was no line for the bathroom, my dad told me to just wait outside. I was sitting on a makeshift bench located a few feet away from the bathroom doors. I sat there playing on my phone until I felt a person sit down next to me. I slowly glanced up and saw a large clown. This didn't creep me out too much, as the fair had a bunch of them that were hired to make balloon animals for the kids. "Hey sport, do you want a gift?" the clown asked me with a smile. "No thank you, sir. Just waiting for my dad in the bathroom," I replied. "Oh, that's right. Your dad told me to tell you that he would meet you out at the car. If you come with me, I'll walk you there," the clown muttered. Being a 7-year-old kid and seeing that my dad had been in the bathroom for a while, I got up and walked with the clown towards the parking lot. After exiting the carnival and getting into the parking lot, I noticed that the clown was walking us right past my dad's car. I tried telling him, but he simply ignored me and pulled my arm really hard and started walking very fast. A few moments later, I heard my dad yell my name. He was sprinting towards me with a large security guard. The clown pushed me to the ground and ran away. Luckily for me, my dad had my location services turned on my phone, so he was able to see exactly where I was at any given moment. It turns out that a creepy clown had been abducting kids from carnivals all across the country. Apparently, he was never caught. Stay safe out there. Even a harmless clown can become your biggest nightmare. Story 3. It was a cool fall night. My parents were both working late, so I was home alone. My family has a beautiful husky named Gracie. Gracie is the friendliest dog known to man, but she is very protective of our family. Since I was the only one home, I had to take Gracie for her nightly walk. This was the only way to get her to do her daily business, if you know what I mean. I put on Gracie's leash and began walking. Huskies need a lot of exercise, so we always take her on a walk of around 2 miles per day. We would walk to this lake in my area, which was about 1 mile away, and then walk her back to my house. It's a bit long, but it was a nice night, so I didn't mind. After getting to the lake, I noticed this man on a bicycle. He wasn't too close to us, but every few minutes I would look back, and it seemed that he was getting a little bit closer each time I looked. Seeing that I was getting creeped out, I let Gracie do her business and began walking home. To my dismay, the man on the bike began following us home. He was wearing a hat low over his eyes, so I couldn't see much of his facial features. However, I could tell that he was very large. Every few yards, I would look back and the man would be closer and closer. Distracted by my fear, I accidentally tripped and fell right into the ground. As soon as I hit the ground, I heard the man. He was right behind me. He suddenly grabbed at my foot and began dragging me into the bushes. Gracie leapt onto the man and latched onto his arm. The man struggled to get her off of him, but Gracie wouldn't budge. As soon as the man let me go, Gracie released his arm. The man grabbed his bike and quickly rode back toward the lake. Ever since that night, Gracie and I have had a special bond. Stay safe walking your dogs at night. You never know who is out there.